It would definitely have to be. It definitely have to be the welding aspect. I didn't start tanking. I started out primarily, I guess, just in welding. But I started out paper mills and shutdowns, turnarounds, and new construction stuff like that. Refineries. I just happened to come across Matrix and the tanks. They were looking for a supervisor, and then, obviously I heard about it, went to it. Whenever I went to it, you get a bunch of different, I guess I would say in the workforce doing shutdowns and refineries, you'll get a crew here and there that has working people. I worked on oil rigs for a little while. Whenever you're out there, the whole crew works. And that's the one thing about the crews with Matrix on the tanks is, you're gonna have one here and there, but pretty much the whole crew works. So it makes it fun, easy. And I think that kind of kept me here, and they've always kept me busy. It's never slow. It's as soon as you finish here, you're going to the next one. So I think that's kind of what's kept me into it, As far as any specific project that I'm proud of, I think that's kind of hard to say, because you should be proud of all of them. We do good work every time. I wouldn't say more proud of one. I think maybe as far as more interesting, we did a vacuum chamber up in Boulder, Colorado, and that was pretty neat with all the. We do it on more than a vacuum chamber, but that was pretty neat with the helium testing and vacuum and how much it vacuums down and working on that chamber, and then of course you're building something that is basically testing satellites that they're fixing to send off into space. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, and then as you're working there, you're talking with the scientists and all that stuff there. So that one was pretty interesting. And then any of the other jobs, I'd say it's basically determining on the place where you're at. Yeah. I would say as far as leading, and I would say this to anybody, whether it's a new up-and-coming guy or somebody that's got 20 years. As being a leader, you're at one point or another, the hands are going to be mad at you, You're going to have confrontations and stuff, but as far as a leader, I think if you can strive to be straight up, honest, be open about what's going on, and crew involvement. You can't be somebody that's just going to sit over there in the office and they'll never respect you for that. But I think for the most part is honesty. There's a lot of people out there that are not honest, and two-faced, and regardless whether they like you or they don't like you, at the end of the day, they're gonna say, well, he was at least either mean to me or nice to me, So he was straight up, and I feel like that. I feel like that gets you through a lot, Yeah,
that's great.
As far as anybody trying to leave their mark, I think, leaving companies or anything in life, whenever you don't want to burn bridges, right? But if you're hired to do a job and you go out there and you do it to the best of your ability and you show that, most likely nobody will ever gripe or complain about that, right? If somebody knows that you're going to come in and do what you're supposed to be doing, they're going to like you for it. They might say, yeah, it's not fast or not slow, but as long as you're doing your job, they're going to like you for it. It kind of plays into the leadership thing too. If you're straight up, if you're straight up, you're involved with everybody. They're going to appreciate you while you're there. If you make a mark and they appreciate you while you're there, you're going to be remembered, where you're at. I really think it's, honesty plays a big part of it, because if you're honest to yourself and everybody else, and I think that's where you're going to build pride in what you're doing, and you're going to want them people to think good of you,
Yeah, that's great.
my biggest core values that, you know, I would say that I try to push out there is, again, I'm going to have to go back to the honesty. Go back to the honesty with the hands and other supervisors. It's pride in your work, quality in your work. You know, of course, you can't forget about safety. But no, I think it's crew involvement, honesty, pride. I guess with my little slogan there for the 40 under 40, well, you know, what I put on there, but it's always we. It's never I, you know. And you're a team out there, not a single player. Yeah, I guess that'd be it.
Love it. Thank you. Awesome.